Good morning. I want to talk today about values. Values are one of the core processes of the ACT, acceptance commitment therapy, and it is used a lot, or I use it a lot in the therapeutic process for OCD, especially because we have said already that in the last videos is that a way to contact the real self is our values, and also a way of, or a big source of motivations are also values, your real values. So it is a great source of energy and motivation. If you want to read more or to know more about values, then you can consult any textbook about ACT. Okay. There is also another value for values. There is also another use of values, is that it can be used as a rational way to judge if this thought is an OCD thought or a real self thought, or it is a real thought. So you use a sort of mental process, rational process, to determine of the thoughts that is coming now to you, is it an OCD thought or a real self thought, a real thought. So it is not a fake or noise, but it is a real brain signal. It is a real thought that you should do something about it. Not like OCD thought. You should, if you can, you should neglect them. But okay, it is difficult. I know, this is why we have these videos. Okay, so why I say value is also a rational way to determine if this thought is an OCD thought or a real thought, because in fact the best way to determine if this thought or feelings or sensations or images are real or not is not the rational way or the mental way, but the non-judgmental way. This is mindfulness. This is when you get the support of the observer in you. With the observer you watch, then you will know if this is an OCD thought or not. Sometimes you get feelings because of all these years. You can get sensations or feelings. Then you can also watch them and you know them. The moment you judge them, then you will mix with them, and you will lose the separation and the therapeutic distance, and then it is very difficult to know what is going on. Is it an OCD thought or it is a real thought? Because the more you are mixed, the more you are fused with these thoughts, the more you will get the sensation, the feeling, the belief that they are real. They are not an OCD thought, they are real. They are real thoughts. Okay, so this is why we study values. You should know your values. Values is very important to know. Now, how to determine your values? It is possible to determine your values through meditation and contemplation. You should seek a silent room, or you go to the forest, or you walk alone. You should have some space for yourself. And then imagine that you went to a hospital, and 10 doctors, 10 specialists in your disease gathered together, and they have decided that you have cancer and you will die within 3 months. You have only 3 months to live. Now, you should think about that and let it sink in your brain, in your mind. Think about that. Try to know what are these things that you wished you have done but you didn't do. What are the things that you want to do before your death? And what are these things that you don't want to do or you don't want to continue doing? What are these things? Okay. Also, you should think about what gives you energy, what motivates you, what the things that you are ready to sacrifice for. You are ready to sacrifice your energy, you are ready to sacrifice your time, you are ready to sacrifice maybe a lot of things. What is that thing that is the most valuable for you, that you are ready to sacrifice the most for it? Or maybe what are these values? What are these things that you are ready to sacrifice your time and energy and maybe sometimes even your life or yourself for them? What are these things? Okay, it is very important to think about these things and contemplate on them because you should know your values in this lives. And we will try later to talk about goals and how can you derive real goals, derive goals or real goals from the higher values, because values serves as direction but not destination. Goals are the destinations. Goals you can reach, values you cannot reach. Values are paths that you walk in to reach, to know that you are heading to the north or to the south. Heading to the north are values. Heading to the north is the value. So it is like a compass in your hand to check always. Am I walking in the right path, in the right way, in the right manner? These are values. So you cannot achieve values, but you achieve goals. I will come to that in the next video. So see you.